It was sudden. We had no idea. We were up in the Adirondacks. We had hiked his 46 high peak, and about a week and a day later, he had a seizure at work. So they called 911. They did a CAT scan, said they found a mass. They sent him over to Buffalo General, and it was near his motor cortex and speech and language portion of his brain. For me, the hardest part is probably just thinking that I would do life on my own without Gabe, or just having him different. Once Gabe talked to the doctor in New York City and then Dr. Pilcher at U of R, and they talked about the awake procedure, that was the direction he wanted to go.
We offered him awake brain surgery with very sophisticated brain mapping. If we pushed the tumor resection too far, he would be paralyzed on the right side. In addition, it could make it very difficult for him to form sentences and difficult for him to communicate. We wanted to create a map of his brain prior to surgery that would allow us to get into the brain safely, get the tumor out, and get out of surgery, keeping all of his functions intact. We brought him into the operating room. We put him very gently to sleep. We then exposed the brain and then asked the anesthesiologist at that time to wake Gabe up. And then we had Gabe naming objects and repeating sentences. And while he was doing that, we stimulated where we thought his language area might be on the basis of the MRI scanner. We confirmed exactly where his language was located, and we confirmed exactly where his motor functions were located. We, at that point, confirmed that all the tumor was removed. He came through the surgery perfectly.
So 2.5 weeks after surgery, Gabe did a 5K. He walked it, but he did it. He was there in August on my birthday, on my 46th birthday, when I finished my 46 high peak in the Adirondacks. It was nice for him to be there.
Gabe was afraid to tell me about going to Kilimanjaro because I probably would have told him he shouldn't do it. So he did not tell me about it.
A friend of mine, he had asked me a number of years ago if I wanted to hike Kilimanjaro. I told him that maybe we would hike it someday. He passed away from cancer shortly after my surgery, and so I lost that opportunity to hike with him. After he had passed away, they had given us some of his ashes. So I carried my friend's ashes with me to the summit of Kilimanjaro, and he was with me on that whole trip.
He has a long life that he wants to live, a lot of contributions he wants to make.
I'm thankful that Gabe's fine and alive, and he'll probably live to a very, very old age, and we'll probably have to put up with each other for a very, very long time.